Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Options Trader Today. So today in this video I will explain you how the price of gold has moved in the last week and how the price of gold can move in the next week. See, since 2 weeks we have seen there is a continuous upside, okay, and this upside is creating a pattern. If you look at this particular pattern, there is a pattern forming, okay, and this pattern is being repeated for quite some time. This is from May 2023. This pattern has been repeated. If you go this particular level, see, these two patterns are forming. This is a 2-year pattern, this is an 8-month pattern, and this is around 6 months pattern, okay, and chances can be high that this pattern is being narrowing. So probability of going further upside, we can see if you look at closely, there is a higher chances that as soon as this particular pattern moves close to this particular level of 2007, a further upside movement we can see. Okay, now if you look at this particular trend, probability is higher that it can go further upside, because this is the particular trend after 2012 to 2020. This is an 8-year pattern. These 2 and 3 are similar patterns, and from 2 weeks there is a continuous upside, and now we can see there is a clear pattern forming. So chances will be high, probability of crossing 2009 will be there, and from there a probability of touching a level of $2022, okay, and there is a higher chances it can move further upside, okay. And if you look at this particular pattern, we have seen a good volatility, but what we can see looking at this particular chart, that whenever it is hitting a new high or a high, we have seen a profit booking has come at these particular levels, okay. So you have to understand, as soon as it started touching its high, you have to keep on selling your buy positions, and once started reached a high, there is a higher chances that it can fall. So you have to keep trailing your SL and take the maximum of profit. So before I move ahead and explain you where the price of gold can go in the next week, if you have any doubts, you can mail me at stockmarkettradinglive@gmail.com, and one more mail ID in the description. And please watch the full video so you understand how this technical work, and a Telegram link I've given in the description. You can join that too. Suppose if the price sustain this level, chances are very high that it will cross a level of around 20007, okay, $2007.40, because a level of around 20, which is already at this particular level, okay, 2002. Chances will be high that as soon as sustain this level, a probability of crossing $2007.40 is there. And once started going above this level, yes, a probability is higher, it will move above a level of $2010.85, and chances will be high it will move further upside, and a probability of touching a level of 2022 is there. Again I repeat, suppose if the price sustain a level of around 2007, chances of crossing a level of 2010 will be there, and from there a probability of crossing 2016 will be there. Once it started going above that level, so it will move above a level of 2021, and it will cross a level of 2022. So you have to keep it in mind that as soon as started sustaining of $2010, a probability of going further upside we can see. So once started going up $2022, probability of touching 2023 will be there, and then keep it in mind that as soon as it touches a level $2033, probability of crossing a level of around 2047 is there, okay. So once it touches this level, probability of crossing 2047 is on higher side, and it will touch a level of 2079. Keep that in mind, there is a high probability. So if it crosses a level of 2033, keep it in mind that there is a higher chances it will go further upside, and it can touch a level of 2079. So be on the high buy side if there is a high, if it sustain this level, okay, and keep this as an SL, okay, so that if it price move below this level, we can see, yes, a little bit of a range bound, otherwise there will be a continuous upside, okay. Now understand, as soon as it moves out of this particular level 2079, then we will see that it will cross a level of around 2080, and then it can make a new high again, okay. And once started crossing this level, a further more upside we can see, and as soon as started going in the red candle, then you can book your profit, or you can again change your position with a little bit of risk. That means, suppose if you earn 100%, take a risk of 10-15%, then you can make a profit in the downtrend too, okay. Now, as I have already explained you that market is always uncertain. Overall trend is upside we can see, and pattern is also creating. Two things are taking it on the upside, but as I have already explained you that market is uncertain, so you have to remember to set your SL. It will save your capital, and to trail your SL, it will save your profit. These two things you have to do. If you are doing these two things, then it is very important. So suppose if the price didn't sustain. Because if it form a swing, because you have to understand market is uncertain, so always ready for the uncertainty. So trailing SL is very important if you are in profit. Suppose if the price didn't sustain, it can come down again towards a level of around $1993. Okay, and started moving below this particular level, chances of touching a level of 1986 is there. Okay, and if it started moving below 1986, a probability of touching a level of around 1973 is there. Okay, so once the price started sustaining below this particular level, chances of touching a level of around 1971 is there, and from there a probability of touching 1953. Again I repeat, if the price didn't sustain, it can come down towards its next support of 1995, then to a level of 1988, and if the price fall below that level, a further fall we can see towards a level of around 1983. Once started falling below 1983, chances of touching a level of 1973 will be there. Okay, after 83, and if started moving below this particular level, then we can see it will fall further down towards a level of around $1963. After 1973, a level of 1963, and from there a probability of touching 1953. Keep that in mind that as soon as started falling below 1953, chances will be high that because there is a pattern forming. So a probability of falling below a level of 1953, then we can see a level of 1945. Okay, this 1945, then we can see there will be a probability of range that it will move out from this particular range. So chances are high that it will come down towards $1934, and from there to a level of $1934 to a level of 1927. And if it keep moving below that level, a further fall we can see, and chances of touching a level of around 1924 is we can see. Okay, and a further downfall we can see. Any doubt regarding this, you can mail me. Again, the mail ID is also in the description. And once started going below 1924, then a probability higher that it will come down towards 1915, and then a further low we can see. Again I repeat, you have to understand as soon as started falling below a level of 1953 and 1945, these are two important supports. So if it started moving below 1953, then a further fall we can see towards 1945, and there is a higher chance if it fall below 1945, a further downfall we can see towards 1926, and then to a level of 1900 also. Any doubt regarding this, you can mail me, or given the mail ID is also in the description. So hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please give a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe.